Right. Right.
Yeah.
Someone else I had on there, you had like a very atmospheric game. The music was a big part of it, and you can't do that at a con, right? Like you can maybe hear the
Mm.
music a little bit, but then you got the main stage music, you got all the crowds. Like if sound is a core part of the game, that's just not going to work. And like very few things you can really get a sort of a perfect sense for what the game is at a con unless you give people like noise canceling headphones. And even then,
Yeah.
there's still some
And
things.
well, so if you're an indie dev watching this, here's some advice as well. I've been to like a few conventions, obviously, and I've seen like some games. So you see all different types of games there, and
Mm.
for example, there was a game that just released this week as we're recording this, called The Drifter, and that was at PAX back in 2023. It's a click and point adventure game. It looks real. It's
Oh,
a
this
nice
one. Yes,
pixel.
yes.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. Don't get me wrong. However, at the convention, it had like one or two people playing it, right? It wasn't really that popular, but I think it's probably already sold quite a few copies
Mm.
because it's got like 100 reviews or something. So it's if you get 100
That's it.
positive reviews, you're on your way, you know?
443 reviews now and
Oh,
97%
okay.
positive. So that's
Yeah, that's really high. They're on their way to, but at the convention, you could walk up and get a seat at that game at
right.
the convention, and then if you go to a convention and you see one of those four-player co-op, or not co-op, but like couch party games,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they've got people all around them at the convention, and people are like living their best life playing this game.
Hmm, hmm,
But they sell hardly any games when people get home.
hmm.
So there's some games that are really, really, really good for conventions at drawing a crowd, and other games that aren't so good at conventions for drawing a crowd. And that doesn't mean that your game won't be successful. It just means it doesn't suit conventions as much
Right.
as the other games. So
Well, party
yeah,
games really suit conventions. A lot of people find it difficult, especially, once you're an adult, it's hard to get people get together to play a party game, right? So, though at a con, like you're in a lot of cases there with your friends. If you're not there with your friends, you can like drag some random person that walks by onto the table. One of the devs can join. Like it's very easy to fill up a four person group when there's thousands of people around you.
yeah, that's right, 100%. And it gives you this really nostalgic moment in your life. But
Mm.
then you get home and go, okay, would I rather buy that party game or this really cool single person game that I can play by myself and
Mhm.
escape my work week?
Right,
You
right.
know, I know which one I'm buying, and it's not the party game. So I think that's what happens to these games. And it's just misleading at the conventions though, because you see some games that they just got the biggest crowds, and you're like, oh man, they're gonna go really well. But then they release to like not all that much. And yeah.
Like,
It's something I kind of didn't realize when I went to the first convention. I'm like, oh, all these party games are gonna do way better than me.
mhm.
And and then I'm like, I don't know if they will though. So yeah.
Well, there's
Anyway.
also the thing with games that are like visual novels or very story focused. That's just not regardless of, like, I think single player games work, right? Like a single player shooter game that'll get a crowd at the convention because it's like very easy to understand what's happening. But a story game, it's something where the value is you getting invested into it. And at a con, especially a busy con, you're not going to get an hour, 2 hours to play a game in most cases. You might get 15, 20 minutes, and it's very difficult to get really invested into a story game when there's tons of crowd around you, there's music going on, you can barely hear the game, and it's a story game, and it's
Yeah.
requires you to be in a situation where you can really enjoy it.
Well, and the other part is most people go to these conventions with either their friends or their
Mm.
family. So I don't know. Like if my kids started playing a game, I'm like, oh, I don't want to stand here for an hour waiting for them to finish playing this game. But if we sit down at a booth and we're playing like a party game, yeah, of course, we're going to love it, because we're going to just sit there and play it at a party booth. That's kind of the way that it is. We don't have to think about it. We just jump in, we start, we go and kill each other or whatever it is in that particular party game. And then we probably never talk about it again. So it's sad. It's a sad fact. It's just misleading when you're at these conventions, I guess.
Yeah, I never really thought about it from that perspective because I've only been going to AvCon, and yeah, I have noticed at AvCon, but I need to do. I want to do PAX at some point. PAX would be fun. I do have plans.
I'll be at PAX this year. Come over and talk to me.
I do have plans to do Sage next year. That's the SA.
Okay.
What is it? South Australian, whatever it is. Local South Australian game one. But definitely PAX is something I need to do for sure.
Oh, you would. It's a different beast. It is 10 times the size of like AVCon. It's a different game thing. It's a different crowd, a different vibe, but it's definitely worth doing at least once or twice. It's good fun. But yeah. Sorry.
No, it's
come over. You come over and see me. It's fun.
I might have to. When is PAX?
October, the 11th or something.
We'll see. Maybe I'll go. We'll see.
Yes, that's all right. You should have applied for the PAX creator thing.
Yeah, I should have applied for the AvCon one, but I didn't do that either. So